talking to veteran artist Frank Cho at the Baltimore Comic Book Convention. Thanks very much for being with us, Mr. Cho.
Thank you.
You know, you are a phenomenal talent. I have enjoyed your work for a number of years, particularly on Liberty Meadows. I have to say, you draw the best-looking women in comics today, I really think.
Oh, thank you. It's just a lot of research.
You know, another miniseries that you did for Marvel that I really liked was that Shanna, the She-Devil. Yeah. How did you? Because you know, it seems like you're a syndicated comic guy, you know, with the strip, doing that, and my experience has been most of the time, you know, folks who are doing the syndicated strips just stick to doing the syndicated strips. How did you branch out and start doing that comic series?
I've always been a comic book fan. I enjoyed comic strips, but I was more a comic book fan than a newspaper comic strip fan. So anyway, I kind of fell into doing comic strips, Liberty Meadows, for Creator Syndicate, which was syndicated at its peak, 100 newspapers. And I did that for 5 years, and I was looking to getting out of it because I got tired of the daily censorship. Good thing for me, a lot of comic book editors also read newspaper comics. So and you know, when I left Liberty Meadows newspaper strip, I got an offer from Marvel to do a comic book for them, Shanna the She-Devil, which is basically a female Tarzan, and that's what happened. You know, I kind of got out of newspaper comic strip and straight into the comic book market.
How did you first start drawing comics?
Again, it's all by luck. It wasn't a big grand design or anything. I drew for the college newspaper for fun, and then that snowballed into syndicated newspaper comic strip contract. And then when I quit that, I got an offer to do a comic book. So I wasn't really looking for a job. It just, the jobs came to me.
What's your most recent project that you're working on?
I just finished Mighty Avengers for Marvel, and I am doing the Hulk with Jeff Loeb.
What comic book characters, either for Marvel or DC, would you like to work on in the future?
I would like to do Power Girl. Would be, I think, a natural character for me to draw. I like to take a crack at Wolverine. You know, it's one of my favorite characters growing up. And maybe Batman, maybe Fantastic Four. You know, a bunch of comics that I grew up reading.
What is it that you like most about what you do and what you like least about what you do?
The least is deadlines. The most is that I can actually draw in my underwear. Wake up in a crack of noon and just draw in my underwear.
Where do you see the comic book industry going in the future?
Hopefully to bigger and better things. I think it will get bigger because of the movies. Hollywood has been mining the comic book properties for years now, and for the last 15 years or so, every year a big blockbuster has been a comic book related movies. So comic book will only naturally get bigger and better.
Are there any other creators, either inkers, artists, writers, with whom you are interested in collaborating?
I would love to collaborate with Howard Chaykin, who's a good friend of mine, and really enjoy his stuff. And you know, basically my friends. You know, like Adam Hughes, Brandon Peterson. Writer-wise, I would like to work with Josh Whedon, and like to work with Brian Bendis and Mark Miller again.
Well, Mr. Cho, you are a phenomenal talent, and I have enjoyed your work as long as I have been watching it. I look forward to enjoying your work in the future. Thank you so much for your contribution to the comics industry, sir.
Thank you, and keep reading.